Hello, Angela Giles here. I have a question for you, or I ask myself this question. Should I vacuum, clean toilets, or should I do a business? You're only wondering, what the heck is she talking about? Well, let me tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about value, your perceived value within yourself. Then you're probably thinking, okay, well, that's great. Let's talk about perceived value, or the perceived value I have about myself, but what does that have to do with cleaning toilets or vacuuming? Well, let me tell you what it has to do with that. Let me tell you a little story about me. I'm Angela Giles. You may have seen me on the net somewhere, or you may not even know me. Who knows? I have 3 small boys. They're cute. They're busy. They're crazy. I clean one piece of the house. 30 minutes later, that whole house's section is a mess again. It's lovely. I feel like I'm constantly cleaning up pee around the toilet. Sorry, but it's blunt, it's honest, it's true. And I'm always vacuuming, I'm always dusting, I'm always cleaning. And I have an online business, and I have tons of friends, and I have different callings in my church, and I belong to different political organizations, so I'm a busy mommy. And I'm always going and picking up kids from the bus, and just doing different things, and my husband still chases me, after 11 years. So, you're probably like, okay, enough of the personal details, but the point I'm trying to make to you is I'm busy. And I always thought, I got to get all these things done. And I didn't realize the value that I have, because I've been successful in my online business, but I was still doing all of these things. And my perceived value was still lower than it should be. Because you know what? When I figured out the math, when I say, this is how much I want to make, or this is how much I make, I'm making this generic so you can apply it to yourself. Say that you say, okay, well, a year from now, I want to make $100,000 or $50,000 a year. Say we pick $100,000. I work, 10 hours a week on my business. How much does that make me work? Well, say that the value was $74.50. That's your hourly value. Well, do you think that cleaning toilets, vacuuming, and dusting were how much value, were valuable for me to be spending my time on? I don't think so. My value was in the $200 range when I figured it out for myself. And guess what? I was doing, a $10 an hour job. I was vacuuming, woohoo, I was dusting, I was washing the floor, all this stuff that, personally, I like cleaning because, it gives me energy and it helps me, keep the pounds off, but at the same time, I'd rather be on my computer talking to people or give me value back. I love sharing with people, and I love hearing people's stories. I could talk to a new person every couple hours and just be in heaven, because I love gleaning. Gleaning is the word, from other people's life experiences, because I know I'm not going to be able to experience everything that everybody else has experienced out there, so I like to learn. It's really fun and fascinating learning from new people every day. I'd rather be doing that and playing with my kids than I would be vacuuming or cleaning the pee around the toilet. So my perceived value wasn't where it should be. So what I had to do is figure out, well, how can I get rid of some of those tasks and, put my time and my value where it needs to be. And I thought, oh, well, I guess I could pay someone. I could call, a maid service and have them come in. And then I thought, well, that would be good, because times are tight and that could help someone else out. But then I thought, I have the money to do that, but I also love to do PPC campaigns. I like to hire web designers. I know how to design my own stuff, but there's this cute little guy that I like to hire from India. His name is Basin. I'd rather give him a little bit of money and hire him to do something for me than I would some, maid that I don't even know. No offense, but, I like to help the people that I've gotten to know and I've already built relationships with. So I thought, what? My kids don't do enough. Truly, they don't. And so, guess what I did? I decided to teach them, hey, you guys get to vacuum every day. You guys get to wipe your own pee up. You get to pick up your own clothes off the floor instead of mommy doing it. You know what? My perceived value just went up a notch in their eyes, and it went up a huge notch in my own eyes, because I was able to take some of that money. I can have someone else create some web pages for me instead of me doing it. I can have someone else vacuum for me or dust for me. It may not be the perfect job, but it's done right. It's done good enough, because they're just going to mess it up again in 30 minutes anyways. And I have more time to spend on the things that I'm talented at, and that is working with people and giving value back to people. And so what I encourage you to do is look at what your perceived value is. What are you spending most of your time doing? So where's your business at in conjunction with your perceived value? And that's kind of the end result that I'm trying to bring you to in a nice roundabout way is your business is as successful as your perceived value. What I found when I started delegating things and I started giving some of the workload off to other people, my business started going up and up and up and up and up. And my value in my own eyes started going up, and I started attracting more people, and my business kept going up and up and up. You see what I'm saying? More and more people becoming attracted to me because I had more value. I started to perceive more value in myself, and so I delegated it out. So I encourage you to do whatever you can. First of all, figure out what your perceived value is right now to yourself. Figure out what your true value is. And then anything that you do that doesn't fit in the true value range, delegate that out. Do something with it. If you have the money, hire someone to do it. If you don't, trade off with someone. If it means that your best friend will come clean your house if you watch her kids a couple nights a week while your kids are playing and they can play together, I'm just giving you a random idea that popped in my head, and you can still do your thing, then do it, because it will free up some time for you to do what you need to do and to magnify your talents. And your business will soar and you will become an attraction magnet. God bless you. I would love to hear from you. You can find my information all over the internet. I'm Angela Giles, and I want to hear your story. I truly love meeting new people. It is something I enjoy all the time. I'll tell you, I do it every day. I meet someone new just because I love to talk to people and hear their stories. It's so cool and it's so fun. And I encourage you just to get your value up there and contact me. Tell me about it. I'd love to hear more. God bless you. Make it a great day. And don't forget to rate this video. We'll see ya.